What's good? We back. It's the Out of the Box podcast. The number one podcast that the industry never knew they needed. If y'all didn't know y'all needed us by now you do. I'll go by the name Shakita Speaks of Southern Belle. Shout out to my brother Jerome in the house. What's good, Jerome?
Chilling.
Period. And listen, we got a beautiful guest with us today by the name of Jasmine Gilliam. Shout out to JG
in this motherfucking house.
Hey.
JG, look at the chain though. You feel what I'm saying?
Listen, point blank, point period. And listen, we got some dope shit to talk about this episode. And listen, if you haven't checked out any of our past episodes, I'm gonna need y'all to do that. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, tune in, share, all that good shit. And we about to hop into it straight like this. What's up?
Hey. Welcome to Out of the Box podcast. And, there's a lot of things that have been going on today in the world, like a lot of situations. One of the main things that, that we're basically facing, well, not us per se, but, a certain star that's in the WNBA. If her name is Brittany, is it Reiner or Reiner? How do you say it? Do you know how I say the last name?
Rainer?
Rainer, okay.
Yeah.
Get me. I'm horrible with names. I'm sorry.
Terrible.
But the thing is that she is basically in Russia at the moment. Maybe if you don't know the case in the day, she was basically caught with marijuana in Russia, right? Not even that much of like pounds or whatever, a gram and some cartridges of marijuana.
Right.
So
Crazy.
What happened is that she has been faced with 9 years that she is basically sentenced in prison. And a lot of people feel that it is basically unfair that she's stuck in Russia. And a lot of people think that she's basically going to be a political prisoner. So I wanted to basically talk to my co-host and just wonder, like, what do y'all think about it? Like, how do y'all feel about the situation?
I mean, for me, it's just like extremely like disappointing. We got this huge influencer who is like one of the greatest like NBA players, like maybe one of the greatest NBA players women NBA players of all time, and to have her being locked up in a country where she don't really have a lot of family or friends over there, it's kind of like disheartening a little bit. And it's like, what are we doing? Like, she's been over there for how many months now? It's definitely been like more than 6 months at this point.
Correct.
A time. So it's kind of like to know that she's in this country and they are just basically using her for political gain, and and it just doesn't seem like there's no progress on bringing her home. It's just kind of like disappointing,
And the question I want to ask y'all, do you think that if she actually played for the NBA, would she be home now?
If she was LeBron, absolutely.
For real,
I do feel like that.
sure.
Like, I feel like we would be doing everything in our power to bring her home if she was a LeBron. And many people can say like that's not the case, but to me, I feel like at the same time, is it? Like, how do we know? Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, I do understand to a certain extent why we are not like putting gas to the pedal and trying to bring her home is because they're trying to get us to
They're trying to make
release.
a statement.
Yeah. Well, it's not just a statement, but they want us to release like these, what's the word? What's I'm looking for right now? They want us to release these people who are dangerous to the world. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it comes down to. Like they want us to let people out of jail that shouldn't be out of jail. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like at any point in time, we don't know what could happen if we let these people out of jail. You know what I'm saying? And that's really the main thing about it. So I do understand to a certain extent why we're not trying to bring her home, but at the same time, I do feel like if she was someone like a LeBron James, we would.
Well, Joe Biden made a statement as of today. What's the date of the day? Can you give me the date? What's the date?
4th?
What's the date? August the 4th.
August the 4th. So Joe Biden basically said that they're going to try everything in their power to basically bring her home. But when it comes to political figures, they always talk. So hopefully, that they definitely have bring her back. But that goes. Oh my God! You done smoke weed.
You right?
Appreciate it. Thank you. was that dope I was smoking. I don't know. But anyway, what I was saying
Not
is
the
this.
dope.
What I was saying is this, is that, the thing when it comes to WNBA, I feel like we don't look upon it as something that is as more important as the NBA. I feel like if it was an NBA player, we would definitely did more to it. Because a lot of people didn't like bringing light to it. You know what I'm saying? It took like LeBron, or it took like a lot of big social influencers to actually keep on bringing attention to it. Because honestly, it was about to be swept under the rug because everybody was like, well, she had weed. She never brought it in Russia. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I understand. I get it. You know, you don't bring drugs into a place that be like, yo, we're going to lock you up.
Nobody thought it was going to be that long for that little bit amount of drugs.
No. Dead ass.
That's just crazy.
And that's the thing that people basically is figuring that God, at the end of the day, she's never brought that little bit of weed either way. You know what I'm saying? Because like certain countries, they basically ban certain like substances like that. Like let's say, for instance, a country like Dubai, right? In Dubai, like having weed, even a little bit of weed can be either a life sentence or death. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's how certain people see it, right? Mm-hmm. But we all know that the fact that Russia has this war with Ukraine, that is an issue. And that's what we're basically facing. And I just really hope that we are able to bring her home, because in the day, that's a problem. So the Russians want two prisoners to swap. Yeah. They want two prisoners they want to swap and everything like that. And the prisoners that they want to swap are kind of like criminals that were basically
dangerous as hell.
Mm-hmm.
But, I haven't really researched that much about who these people are. But just know that Russia is not good at all, when it comes to certain things that they do. They have a lot of issues when it comes to human rights, like torturing and doing certain things that basically affect certain situations, quote, help Donald Trump get into office. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't gonna say
allegedly.
That. We ain't gonna say that there, you know what I'm saying? Trying to go to jail, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Allegedly.
But you know what I'm saying? But one of the other topics we want to basically talk about, we want to get into our political bag. So, think us out of the box. We get in the political bag too, you know what I'm saying? But what we want to, the thing is, we want to still focus on the entertainment industry. But what we want to get is a hot topic right now.
Right.
Tell her name, because I always mess up the names. Keita, say the names, Keita.
It's Miss Khalees. My milkshake bring all the boys to the yard, period.
That's what I'm talking about.
Jerome been practicing the name too.
Whoa. I haven't. I still trying to figure out the name. Okay. So the thing is, the problem that is going on is that she had an issue when it comes to Beyonce. And the thing is, Beyonce had her on the song, is it Heat? It's Heat. Energy. Oh, God damn. See, I'm just fucking up all
today. Is it that hot in here?
Yeah, it is that hot in here. Yeah, because the liquor that you brought, that's crazy. But you know what I'm saying? So, Energy is basically a song that she sampled. What's the name again?
Milkshake.
No, not Milkshake.
Khalees.
Khalees. Okay, Khalees. That's what you're talking about. So, Khalees' song, they basically sampled Milkshake off of there. And Khalees was very mad. She was like, I don't understand why Beyonce would put my song as a sample on here and not notify me.
She should have been proud. Okay? It's Beyonce.
So tell me about it, JG. So tell me about it. Let me know. Why should she be proud?
Because it's Beyonce. What you mean? Like, she's an icon. Okay?
Beyonce
I would... For her even to be listening to my song, I would be forever grateful.
But Khalees is actually a trendsetter as well, as she said. Because as what we had the discussion before, Milkshake was, a part of our childhood.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think that we're like past 40 or 50, you know what I'm saying? So it was like in, I don't know, high school, middle school, I don't know how it is. I don't know how your ages are.
But... is she still a trending topic right now? Like, Beyonce is still trending, even from way back when.
I hope she don't see this podcast, because you just throwing a whole lot of shade on her ass. You
I'm not.
Me?
I love Beyonce, though.
I feel it, though. But, I just think this, right? I think that, when it comes to her anger and everything like that. I think that she shouldn't basically just be mad at just Beyonce. There's more power players to it, you know what I'm saying, Pharrell or whatever. Because she also is stating that at the end of the day, she just signed a contract, and the contract just stated that, you know, she has to just follow what Pharrell or Hugo, you know, the other guy that's on Neptunes,
right,
to do. So, you know, Shakita, what do you think about this, like, when it comes to that?
Well, you already know from previously, we were just talking about the topic. I'll back, like I told you, like, I just feel like at the end of the day, when it comes to somebody like Beyonce, you got to be grateful for... Period. You have to be truly grateful for when somebody like Beyonce samples your music. Like, if anything, if I was Khalees, I would have dropped a whole single after the Renaissance album. Like, and she probably would have did some numbers. Like, you just got to think smart. But also, I do feel like she was trying to she was using the Beyonce's name as publicity. At the end of the day, it was a stunt. I feel like bringing that to everybody's attention was just a stunt at the end of the day, because she knew it was going to gain some traffic. You know, anytime somebody uses Beyonce's name or say Beyonce did something wrong, everybody's just going to go crazy, especially the Beehive. You know what I'm saying? Like, Beehive is going to go crazy. So I'm pretty sure Khalees's story, Instagram page went kind of crazy. The comments was insane. Like, that's how I feel like at the end of the day. Now, I do respect Khalees and everything that she has done for the culture. But at the same time, it's like you got to be smart about certain things. And I feel like a lot of times when people go, you know, they throw these negative connotations towards Beyonce and the things that she's doing whenever she drops something. It's just for game, but you also make yourself look kind of bad at the same time. And it's just kind of like, you got to be smarter than that.
And I think that you have a great point. You know, I mean, I think at the end of the day, you got to play the game. You know, sometimes even if someone is wrong, you know, you can't just lash out. You should basically think and plot every single time. You know what I'm saying? You have to basically figure out what's an execution of what I can do to basically help myself out better. You know, when you basically show your hand, you know, now you have everybody else seeing, like, okay, people are going to be like, she's bitter, you're angry, this and that and that and that, and that you feel the situation. You know what I'm saying? I think that to use her anger at Beyonce, I think this is ludicrous, you know, because, I mean, I don't think that Beyonce even knew when it came to that. You know, like, Pharrell is a really big figure into this, like, music world now. You know what I'm saying? Khalees, I think I say it like that because it took me like 20 times to say her name. You know what I'm saying? So with Khalees, you know what I'm saying? Like, she has basically been in the background. The last song I can remember that she actually put out was I'm Bossy. You remember that song? Dun, 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 dun. Yeah.
That's right. I brought all of us to your period.
I'm not dancing. It's little seizures I have. I'm sorry.
I'm Bossy.
But that song was hard, though. I ain't gonna lie. That beat went crazy.
Let me tell you, that beat still go crazy. Even like my stepdaughter, she loves that freaking song. She know all the words to it, like literally, and she's like 6. And this song was out before her even time.
How does she
know
that?
What I'm saying?
How does she know that?
It won't me. It won't
must
me.
Have you.
No, it was. I promise you. Like, I was stunned when I heard her sing it. But like literally, like that show you just kind of like how great Khalees is. I really wish that we could have got more from Khalees. Like, cause you're right. It's like we didn't really have much from her after like I'm Bossy, for real. That's like the most like major thing that we really know from her. And I really wish that we would have got more from her. I'm just kind of like mad. Like she just kind of like fell off. You know what I'm saying?
But you know, it's understandable. I mean, like this music industry can, from talks of interviews I've seen her do, you know, she basically, I think she was just done with it. You know, I mean, this music industry can be very dark and issues can arise. You know, like one of the things that she may be facing, I think that if you're creative, right? And this is the thing I'm going to give her some kind of like, what is the thing? I'm going to give her like a olive leaf, an olive branch, right? Because the thing is, one of the things I do agree is that as an artist, you should basically be able to own your stuff. You know, if you sing it, if you rap it or whatever, you know what I'm saying, regardless of how it is. You know, if I basically had this, I should have some ownership of my song. And, you know, at the end of the day, it's like, you know, there's certain songs that you make that you don't want a certain person to sing about or rap about. Like, just imagine you made a song, right? And someone just talking about, like, it could be a song about peace and love. And like, I love everybody. Everybody's amazing. And then the song is like, I don't give a fuck. I'm killing niggas. I don't shoot a nigga selling crack. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
That's
then
offensive.
You're going to feel away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You put this song that I create to basically give a positive vibe and change the perspective of what I actually have. You know, it's funny because the one song that we love, right? And there's a person named Shaka Khan that's complaining about it. I mean, it's a different subject, but you know, Shaka Khan basically is complaining about Through the Wire with Kanye West. And Through the Wire, I'm sorry, Shaka Khan, you gotta get the fuck over it.
Yeah,
because that shit dope.
That's
you know
a classic. You know what I'm saying?
But Shaka Khan, I understand you. That's your song. And the thing is, she's mad because Kanye West's song is probably more popular than that song. That's really true, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, probably.
But, you know, I can understand as an artist. Like, you know, if you was an artist, okay, you know, I actually have an artist right here, you know, JG. You know what I'm saying? See the chain? Look at the chain. Y'all got to look at that chain right there. She's an artist. So if you wrote something, and this ain't not a Beyonce, because, you know, you're a Beyonce fan. You in a part of the Beehive?
No, I'm not.
She signed you. She be part of the Beehive, right?
Period. No question.
So at the end of the day, if you wrote a song, and let's say, I'm trying to think of someone that's coming up right now. Not Summer Walker. What's the new R&B artist right now that's like popping? Let's say a SZA. Let's say SZA took your song and changed it from what you meant. This is like a song that meant something deep to you. Like you was talking about your family, your friends, or whatsoever. Like, would you feel away and you basically made the song personal?
I mean, not necessarily. If she felt like that song was it, then, I mean, I might be cool with it, but, like, run it past me so I can get my coins, too.
See, that's the thing. That's what Khalees is basically feeling. Mm-hmm. She thinks that no one ran a con because she didn't get no money, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? So right. It's like she's seeing, like, this renaissance. She keep on seeing Beyonce on a horse. Like, just imagine you keep on seeing Beyonce on a horse just, like, looking proud and nice up and everything like that. Just looking on.
But look, though, I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, can you be mad at Beyonce? Beyonce did everything that she was supposed to. Mm-hmm. Like, according to her, the people that she needed to go through was Pharrell. You know what I'm saying? So if Khalees gonna be mad at anybody, she got to be mad at Pharrell. And what was the old dude's name? What was the other dude's name on there? Was
Hugo.
You got to be mad at them. And that's what I mean. Like, you got to think rationally, like, a lot of times before you just act. Like, if she was smart, like, you know what I'm saying? And even then, it's just like, you know, we had a conversation about this before. It's just certain things that you do in the industry or certain people that you just don't go against. Like, you just got to think smart about it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Because her name holds weight.
Period. And you can't do that to Beyonce. Like, you can't do that. Like, you got to be smart about that shit. If she was smart, she would have got some money out behind that. We dropped the song that same night. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just, at the same time, you lashing out against the wrong person. You know what I'm saying? You mad about something that you probably been mad about for like 20-some years. Oh, you know what I'm saying? It ain't been that long, y'all. But for real, like, you mad at some, but you just trying to take it out on her. But it's just like, but you also taking it out on her because of what? Because she's Beyonce at the end of the day.
Devil advocate, right? Look, I'm going to tell you like this. I would be pissed. Like, let's say, for instance, like, you know you're not getting paid for a song. You walk into the club, la, 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 la. You hear what I'm saying? You're going to get pissed. You're going to be like, the fuck? Why you playing this shit? I ain't getting paid, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? And then you go into the store, la, 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 la. You're going to be like, what the fuck going on? You go to
and once again, why are you mad at the person who did it? You got to be mad at the other people who caused the issue in the first place.
But what I'm saying is just like, when you angry, sometimes you just be thinking like, you're just mad at the world. You're not even thinking of that.
Proving my point. She mad at the world and not thinking.
La, 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 la. No, I'm fucking with you. I don't know.
For real.
But anyway, that's how that shit go, don't it, right?
For real, period.
So, all right. There's another subject. You know, one of the subjects we want to talk about here is we want to talk about relationship toxic goals, okay? and what we want to basically do is talk about Blueface. What's his girlfriend name?
Chrisean Rock.
Chrisean Rock. The funniest thing is her name is wild. But anyway, Chrisean Rock, please.
You would think she like a rock for real. That girl be going crazy.
They so cute together though. They're like
not they cute. Oh
they
my
cute.
god.
Yeah, Jay-Z
that
already.
shit.
Look.
Oh no, you
toxic as a motherfucker.
You
right?
tripping?
She love that toxic shit. Don't she love that?
They is not cute. I can't.
I'm not talking about the
agree.
behavior. I'm just talking about them together. Like they just cute.
I don't think. I don't know. I don't
them.
mean no harm. You know what I'm saying? Don't run up on me and try to pull up on me because I'm talking shit. But at the same time, I don't know about all that. Girl, you run up, you might get done up fucking with somebody like me for real. Yeah. Period. Because I'm about that life. Yeah. Period. But anyway, but still, like I'm gonna be for real. Like to me, I don't know. It's just that whole relationship just don't make sense to me. It's just a whole bunch of fucking confusion.
It's a little extra. It's like extra.
Bruh, like it's past toxic. I don't even know what past toxic is, but if there was a level after being toxic in a relationship, they on that fucking level. Period. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they there. They passed that
to where
shit.
you gotta get the name everywhere. Like, what are you trying to prove? Like,
yeah, and it's like, to me, it's like, it's almost like it's not authentic. You know what I'm saying? I understand she be saying like, I love him, blah blah blah, I do anything, 100K is not enough money for me, blah blah blah. But I feel like she just clinging on, you know what I'm saying, to that fame or that attachment to him to a certain extent. It's just, I don't know why, but that just relationship just seemed just so fucking weird as fuck to me. Like, it is like, I just can't really believe like somebody is this crazy. You know what I'm saying? Now I ain't seen some crazy shit, and you know I ain't seen some crazy shit, Jerome. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's just kind of like I
dealt with some crazy shit maybe the other day. Didn't I? Yeah. Let's talk about that in the podcast.
We ain't gonna talk about this on this episode. But for real, but it's just their relationship to me is just kind of like, it's weird, and I just feel like it's just like, in the beginning, I feel like it started off being like a genuine thing. Yeah. Like she was just genuinely just kind of like crazy in love with him.
I mean, but she was already kind of little like
loose. Yeah, loose.
And then like she fell in love, and then it's like nobody can talk to you. No, you're mine. I'm gonna make it known that you're mine. I'm making known that you're mine. Like,
yeah, but I feel like I understand. Well, I feel you, but I also feel like that shit start getting to her head. You know what I'm saying? Like, marketing is one hell of a fucking tool. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like she spotted that shit out when she realized that she was fucking like, what that shit was doing to her, making her look crazy. But she was smart about it. She like, I'm gonna keep riding this motherfucking wave. And that's really how I feel like she is. I feel like that shit is almost not authentic at this point. You know what I'm saying? I feel like some of this shit is just to keep the attention going.
I look like this. Toxicity sometimes could show love, but is it basically good love?
It's not healthy.
Exactly. Look. Every single one of us here in this table have been in a toxic relationship. Don't lie. Don't lie. Don't lie.
Huh?
I ain't lying.
Ain't nobody lying.
But at this point, I don't know.
Look
about them.
At the end of the day, you feel what I'm saying? Is like, I think that, with her, I don't really know so much about it. So, don't judge me on this. I think that at the end of the day is like, sometimes certain people don't have like maybe that love growing up, right? So they basically look for it other ways. They're trying to find certain things. No matter how a person may talk to you or abuse you, you might think that that's love. You like, if someone could be like, yo, I want to hurt you or whatever, that's what they think. I get in my bag of a previous relationship, Hopefully I don't get canceled. But so one of the main things is I had a girl that only way that she basically felt love is that I'd argue with her. That if I was angry or mad or to basically have frustration because how she was brought up, how she grew up, she didn't grow up into a right home. You know what I'm saying? So
did she want to be like the type of girl dragged out the type of club? Was she like, that type of chick?
That's like some type of syndrome or something.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like,
Yeah,
you drag out the club.
You drag out the club.
I never dragged out the club. Wow, yeah,
you know, there's some girls out here got some fetishes.
Like, you feel
look. He's one of them that's gonna walk in the club and just stare at her and then just walk.
Crazy.
She the type of person that she would like to make a scene. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we could be at Subway, and I'm eating my sub.
That happened.
Having a great time. That happened to you?
No, I'm just saying the way you said it, that happened.
Yeah, it definitely did. Like, these are true stories. And she just basically just came out like, Jerome, why the fuck you don't love me? In front of everybody. All these, look, it's like soccer moms, all these people here. I'm like, whoa, relax.
Bruh, I couldn't take her serious. I would bust out laughing.
No. The soccer moms were looking, you got to get out of here, okay? Bring this shit out. Come on. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, at the end of the day, it's like some people thrive off of that. Some people feel like at the end of the day, if I have any kind of like anger or whatever, that shows emotion of love. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's the thing. It's like, at the end of the day, it's unhealthy, but we can't say it's not love. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like for them, like, in order for something to really click in her head, something really drastic is going to happen, and then she's going to be like, damn, what the fuck was I thinking?
I feel you, but it's just like, that's how I felt like in the beginning. That's how it was. But at some point, it's just kind of like, I don't know if some of this stuff is just for show. Like, and maybe I'm a jackass for that, but it's just kind of like, yeah, maybe I am.
Facts.
That's fine. But I just feel like, no, but seriously, that's fine. But I just be feeling like you can't put shit past people in Hollywood or in this entertainment industry. You know what I'm saying? Like, people be doing some fucking sick ass shit, and they do that shit for the views. Right. You know what I'm saying?
One thing I want to ask you, okay? What would it take to have a significant other on your two? What would you do? Like, who would it have to be to do that?
Wait,
that was for the internet. I swear. That had to be for the goddamn internet because it wasn't cute. Okay?
I'm telling you. That's what I'm saying. When people start doing shit like that, it's just like, I can't keep believing you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's just certain stuff I know you are doing for the internet. You know what I'm saying?
I would do that for Trina. I'd be like, yo, fuck my all teeth up. Just do the whole Trina all over my teeth,
bruh.
Trina, I don't know, bro. Trina, like, I don't know. I swear, you know what I'm saying? Trina might make me go crazy. No. I swear, Trina would change my world.
I've been madly in love. I was in an 11-year relationship, and I went through hell and back with that 11 man. Years. Ooh. No, for real. But I ain't never done no shit like that. Like, no, I can't see it.
Speak about it.
Man, that's crazy. 11 years is a very, very, very long time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was, but I was young, and like he was all that I knew. Mm-hmm. I can do it without you. Like, loyalty was just everything to me, and I was loyal. Mm-hmm. So it was just, it don't matter what he did. It was just like, I'm loyal. Like, I could say I'm loyal for 11 years, but that didn't matter. It didn't matter. Like,
Do you feel like you was like Christian Rock though?
Like, to a certain extent, yeah. Like,
real?
I was fighting all these hoes. I was
putting
them in group messages.
You gonna
like,
hold
on. Look, that's the thing. She got the whole she got the JG chain, bro. When you got the chain on, like, let me tell you, like, all right, so like, would you fight him at the club? Like, how,
I was fighting him in ABC stores. I was fighting I was pretending like I was him. I was telling him, meet me somewhere. I was pulling up on him and fighting him. I was going to get him, and then shawty, some stuff happened, and then we just fighting in the rain. Like, I was doing all types of stuff. Like, I was it was ghetto.
But you getting a tattoo? You gonna get his face on your tooth? What you would have did?
Hell no. I said certain extent. I ain't even get the name. Okay, we got some little matching tattoos, but like y'all will never know like what it is. But you know, like, I feel like everybody goes through that phase. But I feel like I had to separate in order for me to figure out my worth and, you know, what I deserved and how I wanted to move forward and how I never want to go back. You know, so. You know, you just figure out what's best for you.
I feel it.
Up,
I feel it.
I feel it, yo. You know, you a real gangster. You know what I'm saying? You got the Thule in the pocketbook, huh?
No.
Yeah, nah, she do. Don't even lie.
I'm a little scared of guns.
No, not really though. I know. She saw us pull it out for real. You know what I'm saying? She was like, "Yeah, where the fuck we at?"
I'm dead.
That's the crazy thing. You know what I'm saying? Like Shakita, what about you? Like, what's like, yo, Shakita got stories. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
I got some stories. Which one you talking about?
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Just think of something. Think of something that's not gonna get you in trouble.
I don't know, cause it's me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Shakita, you be fighting?
No, I tell you like this.
Tell me an incident you done fought a hoe over a nigga.
But that's my. I draw the line because I ain't gonna never fight a female. I'm never gonna fight.
Like now, I wouldn't, but back then, it's like that's my nigga.
I'll tell you like this.
I was young and mature.
You know, because me and Shakita like family. You know what I'm saying? I remember.
I know you better talk about it.
One time, this one girl was knocking at my door. Just, where are you? Oh my God, Jerome, is he in there? Come on, Shakita. Like, I don't give a fuck, nigga. I'll go outside the place. You know what I'm saying? Like, Shakita for me, you know what I'm saying? Shakita come a gangster. Shakita come a gangster for me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you have to basically do something very crazy to make Shakita fight right now. Because like the thing is, Shakita can fight. You know, you will look at her and you're like, oh, she can't fight. Yeah, there are a lot of stories. You ask anybody in Richmond, you ain't gonna fuck with her. You feel what I'm saying? Like, Shakita got the hands. You know what I'm saying? Even me, I can't, like, Shakita, like, let's say, for instance, someone was like, yo, like, start a problem at the club. He's like, you ain't want to protect Shakita? I'm like, Shakita got her own self. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's how strong her ass is. You feel what I'm saying? She got crazy kind of strength.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't make any kind of sense. But yeah, I never seen her fight over no nigga. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, as family, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a different story. You know, I would do the same, vice versa for Shakita. You know what I'm saying? But that's like probably the only time I seen it, other than one time at the club. But you know, we ain't gonna talk about that right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that one.
But you know, at the end of the day, it's like there's things you just have to let it go when it comes to relationship. Right. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's like.
But sometimes you don't see, like, when you're in a relationship. Like, I was blind. Like, not saying I was blind. I was aware what was going on, and I condoned it, and I stayed. But at the same time, like, that's who I wanted. That's who I wanted to be with. That's who I love. That's where my loyalty reside, and that's all I knew. So, like, that's in my sense of being blind.
I mean, that's how it happens to everybody. Now, I felt that way, too. I had this one girl, you know, can't say her name because, you know, don't want to get sued. Right. But at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, I was in love with this girl, you know what I'm saying? And she was just, what I mean, crazy, 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 you know what I'm saying? Like, she would do certain things that were just so wow. Like, you know, she'll call the cops for no reason just because I woke up early. You know what I'm saying? Huh? Swear. You know, she'll call the cops because I woke up early. She'd be like, I woke her up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no, she needed to go to the psych ward.
Yeah, but, you know, it was just, I loved her. Like, so crazy. I'm like, at the end of the day.
It's okay, I love you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all right.
It's like it's.
But, you know, I was 19 at the time. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know no better. You know, at 19, you're stupid. You don't think about things.
Damn.
You feel what I'm saying? You be like, damn, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I could have get locked up right now.
You like, she loved me.
Yeah, because, like, I felt like love.
You see how hard she went for me just because I woke up?
That's a fact. That's how I felt. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, she, you know, she basically tried to fight the cops off of me. You know what I'm saying? No. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? It was crazy.
What happened with that? How'd that end?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, let's, you know what? You think I should tell that story, Shakita? Just like leave things out, right?
That ended horribly?
I mean, give them a story. I think that's what the people came here. Okay. They need to be entertained.
Yeah, Shakita don't want to talk about shit, but you know, she wants me to talk about Shakita can basically be so like walk on water, but okay. We sinners over here. Okay, well, let's be sinners. We gonna be in the sinner.
Yeah, I repented. I'm going to heaven, my guy.
What are you talking about?
All right. So, well, Shakita, tell a story. All right, I'll tell my story, right? So that same girl, right? So hopefully she ain't subscribed to this thing. But, so let's say I meet back with her and I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? I love this girl, you know? I'm like, because how we broke up was, you know, I went to school and everything like that. And she still wanted to be with me. But at the end of the day, I was like, you know what? I want to be with her. But I felt like, damn, you know, I mistaken that, because that was my first love. That was my, you know, like, I truly kind of say I lost my virginity to her. You know what I'm saying? This girl was like my everything, you know?
How do you truly say you lost your virginity to somebody? Is you lost it or you didn't?
I mean,
you experiment a few times with some other girls,
right,
but it didn't go all the way.
I would say like this, right? You know, not be graphic or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So she's the only person that basically had me basically have some gravy in her. So you know what I'm saying? So no one else done that. Okay. You feel what I'm saying?
So, but was she like your first, or was she not like?
She wasn't my first.
Oh, okay, cool.
But you know, the
she was your first intimate.
Yeah, exactly.
Person. Okay,
you know
cool.
what I'm saying? When that gravy train, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
Okay. The gravy train, that's disturbing, but okay.
I was just trying to like not be that descriptive, but you know what I'm saying? Like that was the first one that done that, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, that makes it intimate. Like if you ever basically get a climax or anything like that, you feel more of an intimate connection with that person.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what it was. It was a sex that I really liked from that person. And also too, I just thought that I was going through a lot of like problems. She helped me out with like court issues when it comes to when I was homeless, you know what I'm saying? Right. She would basically give me money, food, stuff like that. So I felt that kind of way of love, like, damn, you know, you're there for me. Even though all this toxic shit was happening, I'm like, you're there. You know? So you know, at the end of the day, she stopped talking to me, you know, and we break up, whatever. And I'm still thinking about it. I know all these girls I'm talking to are never can be complace her. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finding that love that I feel, and they notice it. They see it. So
was it like the toxic love, or was it like her just being there for you, like when you were down?
It was toxic love, and the fact that she was being down. Okay. You know, I think both of those things were like fuck with a person's mental.
They do.
You know, but you know, when I met her again, you know what I'm saying? It's just, it wasn't the same. It hurt me, you know, because I felt like, damn, you know, the thing is, this person became something that I believed in, like who she was. She became a different person. You know, like she got mixed up with certain things and situations that she shouldn't have. And she became very more dark than what I met her before. So it was never the same, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So that's the thing that really kind of hurt me. And, you know, with that relationship, maybe I just realized, I'm like, man, that was a good thing. I shouldn't have been with that person. But that's what I'm saying. It's like sometimes the toxicity and those situations can make you feel like you're in love with someone, and you really don't need to be in that situation. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, that's really is when it comes to that story, you know. But I can understand a little bit.
That's just like females when they're just like, oh, like, I want a trap nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want a trap nigga. I want a bad boy. Like, instead of the good person, because that's what you're used to.
Yeah.
Like, that's a thrill. Like, that's a thrill. That's like, you know?
And I think everybody has that feeling of thrills. You know what I'm saying? You know? I had never had no trap girl. Actually, I did have on a girl that was like selling rocks, but it's okay. You know what I'm saying? I was like, whoa, okay, don't bring that around me.
Crazy.
But yeah, you know, I think that, you know, I think we all love, you know, a situation of something that we don't supposed to do. You know what I mean? But it's like, the thing is that now we're older. I can't deal with shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I'm a nigga I pay taxes. I'm calling the cops. I'm sorry. You feel what I'm saying? It is what it is. But, you know, that's really what it is. You know, when it comes to this, like, toxic shit and everything like that, you know. And at the end of the day, is there anybody that's watching, you know, if you're in a toxic relationship, you know, you can dial this number. No, fucking with you. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, we should have a number right here, right? But at the end of the day, it's like, you know, I feel you. You know, at the end of the day, you know, just try to.
Everybody go through it.
Right. But I think what's most important is like, it's like you got to have like 3 core values. And I tell everybody I live by these values. Okay. You got to have faith. You got to have individuality. You got to have self-worth. All right. I'll break it down to you. Because if you don't have faith into something, like I don't care if you don't believe in God, you got to have some type of faith into something to bring you out of any type of situation. You know what I'm saying? You got to have some type of faith to get past any situation. Because if you ain't got no faith, it's like you might as well just give it up right then and there. Individuality, you got to know exactly who you are, what you stand for. You know what I'm saying? What makes you stand apart. Because if you don't know who you are, then it's just kind of like, damn, like how do you if you don't know who yourself, you're not gonna be able to see past certain situations. And then last is your self-worth. If you don't value yourself, you can't expect anybody else to value you. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's just kind of like you got to know that you deserve better. Right. You got to know that you got to be able to see better for yourself.
Amen.
If you don't have those type of values in your life, you never going to be able to get through anything. And that's why I say those are the 3 things that I live by. And I state that all the time: faith, individuality, and self-worth. If you don't got those 3 things in your life,
right,
you ain't gonna ever be able to live this. You're not gonna be able to go through life and be able to accomplish anything if you don't have it. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm talking about.
I think that's how we should end the episode right now. Make sure you guys tune in each and every week. This is the Out of the Box podcast. Make sure you guys follow us on all our socials. Make sure y'all get at that linktree. And just point blank, period. Just know we the number 1 podcast that the industry never knew they needed. And if they didn't know they needed us, then now you fucking do. Fuck y'all dumbass podcasts that be out here fucking talking y'all shit. No, I'm just playing. We fuck with all the podcasts out there. But definitely respect us. Point blank, point period.
Hopefully she get us on cancels. Anyway, bye y'all. We out.